Hello guys, welcome to our ICT 422 game design final project. So our game name is Back to Horizon. The game is exciting journey with survival and escape. So I will explain the game. The story is start with player dropship crash landing on unknown planet doing the space journey. The player teammate are missing and the environment is full of danger. The mission is very clear. You need to find a way off this planet and reunite with the crew.
And our game combines exploration, puzzle solving, and action-packed combat into an unforgettable adventure. So, are you ready to take on the challenge and find a way back to Horizon?
Yes. So let's go.
The game concept is that the game begins with the player's dropship crashing on an unknown hostile planet during a space journey. Stranded and surrounded by dangers, the player must navigate through dangerous environments, solve challenging puzzles, and battle enemies to find a way to escape. The ultimate goal is to reunite with their teammates and return to the home planet Horizon. This is the level 1 map of the game, and the player will spawn here. So in this level, the player must navigate the floating islands by jumping across the gaps, solving problems using switches and pressure pads, and defeating enemies that stand their way. So after overcoming these challenges, the player reaches the teleporter gate, which marks the end of the level and transitions them to the next stage. There are altogether 9 checkpoints in this level, and so if the player falls off an island or is defeated by an enemy, they will respawn at the last checkpoint. We also added 9 evo zones in this level. So when the player enters an evo zone, they will receive the valuable details about the game, such as instructions, descriptions of the nearby assets like switches or checkpoints, or hints to solve puzzles. And these zones will enhance the player's understanding of the gameplay, so it will make the navigation easier. And we make the first switch to open the first door. Then we implemented the counter with switches to open the last teleporter gate. And some islands have pressure pads that activates the moving platforms near them, or like revealing the hidden bridges to the next island. And there is also a weapon pedestal. So when the player interacts with it, they will gain the ability to attack, which is essential for defeating enemies and progressing through the level. And there are also enemies around this area, and they are also positioned strategically to guard the nearby switches. And there are also health crates nearby. And health crates are also positioned strategically to help players recover after defeating the enemies. And lastly, the teleporter gate at the end of the level, it will transition the player to the next level. Level 2 takes place in a dangerous environment with structures surrounded by an acid pool that player must carefully avoid. So to finish the game, the player needs to solve puzzles and defeat enemies to locate and activate the full switches scattered across the map. So once the player activates the initial 3 switches, they will face 2 powerful boss monsters here, guarding the final switch. And after defeating the bosses and activate the final switch, the large door at the beginning will open. So passing to the door triggers the timeline sequence here, where the player's teammates will arrive in a dropship to rescue the player, marking the successful conclusion of the game. At the start, the player was spawned at the transition destination, which was associated by the teleporter gate from the previous level, and the player will spawn at this location, and the player has to avoid the acid. So if the player goes in the acid, the player will die immediately and spawns at the checkpoints. And there are altogether 7 checkpoints here, and also 9 info zones in this level. And the switches works as a key to open the final gate here. And the pressure pad triggers the first 3 moving platforms with a start delay of 2 seconds by each, and the other moving platforms activate automatically. And the enemies more than the level 1, and there are also health crates for the player to recover their health. And there are also the teleporter gates here, which a player can go back and forth between each gate. And this is the final door for this final level. So once the player enters this gate, this timeline sequence will trigger here. Like this. So once the player pass through this gate, this timing sequence will activate by itself. So after the player reach this area, the game will end automatically. After the player reaches this area, the game will end automatically and goes back to the start menu here.
This is our back to horizon menu section. You can see a start option and exit key. When you click option, you will see audio, control, and back. So let's start. So let's play. Thanks God, I'm alive. So you will see a switch. The switch is for the open door, the entrance. So she need to go to the giant cave so that she can go to find her dropship. This is switch for the giant gate, and let me dive for a second. So here it's our spawning checkpoint. You will see a healing when you find here the enemy. So this is another switch here. So like I will dive for a second, so I will spawn this another switch island. So here is our healing and the switch, another switch. So you can see the giant gate will need more switches. This is the last switch. I will die, and here I spawn the last switch plates. So I will turn on the switch, and you can see the door is open. So let's go there to the level 2. Pushing part, and the bridge will be coming out like this. So let's go. I was still trying to check my checkpoint again. Okay, I spawned here near the bridge and the gate. So let's go to teleport. Okay, let's go to level 2. Loading here. Oh, so fast. This is level 2 spawning here. Oh, I need 4 crystal to open the door, so I need 4 switches. Oh, I see it, pressure pot, so I will click it. Oh, I need to die first. So I will spawn right here. Oops. That is active water, so we need to avoid it. So you can see you cannot go anywhere. You have to go following instructions. So let's go here one way to open the door. So let's find the full switch. Okay, it's first switch. In the moving platform, we use 3 moving platform. Okay, here's a little enemy, so we get the ass. So 2 switches done, so here's the teleport. Oh, I jumped the bridge that's so far, and I can in and out again. This is how our teleport works. So here's a little enemy here again, so a lot of you need to keep the S too. Here's the third switch. You can see third key. And so I will walk my spawning checking point. I would be spawned here, the third switch plate. So here is our final bots. We put 2 bots here. After we win the bots, we will get the 4th switch. The boss is so hard, so like you need to kill the little enemy first, and then you can kill the boss. So I done my final boss. So like let's go to get the final switch. Okay, when you open the final switch, the bridge is coming through, and I can go back to our middle center to go the gates. You can see there is 4 key to open the gate. So here we are. So I will move. Oh, our team is coming and rescued me, so time to go back to our horizon. After the team rescue, we were back to our menu section, and you can play and start again. Thank you for watching.